Welcome to Tuck Faculty Insights. I'm Kirk Kardashian, a senior writer at the Tuck School of Business. The holiday shopping season is in full swing, and if you're like most people, you've been browsing and purchasing both online and in stores. One thing you may have noticed is that some businesses, which started as online-only establishments, now have brick-and-mortar outlets. Amazon, Warby Parker, and Bonobos are some examples of this. The opposite is also happening. Traditional retailers have made strong advances into the world of e-commerce. And the two worlds are increasingly getting mixed together, with businesses offering options to buy online and pick up in the store. To help explain why this is happening, we're joined today by Tuck Assistant Professor Santiago Gallino, an expert in retail operations management. Santiago, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
You've done quite a bit of research recently on the different ways that consumers are interacting with retailers, shopping online, shopping in traditional stores. What kind of trends have you noticed?
So the thing that I think is an interesting pattern that you observe is that retailers are being pushed by consumers to innovate and come up with new ways to provide the products to the customers and also to provide information to them. I will argue that this innovation is being triggered by what customers are doing when they're searching for products or they're actually trying to buy the product from retailers.
Oh, I see. And what kinds of innovations are you talking about?
I'm talking about innovations that are making traditional retailers that has opened a couple of years ago an online store now start to think of what we will call like hybrid approaches. For example, this implementation that Crate and Barrel has done and many others about buy online, pick up in the store. So traditionally the retailer can think of silos where, okay, this is my online store, this is my brick and mortar store, but now I will allow customers to actually go online, make a transaction and pick it up at my physical store a few hours later. That would be an example of these hybrid models that many retailers are exploring and implementing. I will argue mainly driven by what customers are doing and how they are behaving when they're trying to purchase and learn about products.
I see. And what's driving the innovation? I mean, is it to make the shopping experience easier for the consumer? Is it to just catch as many consumers as possible through the different channels? Or what are you seeing there?
Traditionally, these things were separated. So you either have a physical store where you go, learn about the product and buy it there, or you have an online store where you can try to guess how things will look, how they will be fitting you, and make a transaction and you have something shipped. Well, this is not a separate world anymore, and the consumers notice that very quickly and start showrooming this idea that the customer will go to a physical store and then go back home and buy something less expensive. And companies are reacting to this. And I think that they are reacting in a positive way because they are trying to learn what customers want and how they need the product if they are concerned about the speed that they receive the product, if it's mailed to them, or if they are concerned about how it will fit to them, and so how the information about the product can be provided in a more accurate way, even in an online setting, without the need to go to a physical store.
So there's just been a blending of the two ways of shopping, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think that nowadays this blending is very evident and very, very much present in the consumer's mind. But you can still see some retailers trying to force the customer to behave like a traditional customer or an online customer, and I don't think that that's a very, very, very reasonable approach. I think that retailers need to see that customers are now omnichannel, and so they need to become an omnichannel retailer and break the silos and try to think of different ways to provide information, maybe online and in the store, and to fulfill the product by shipping it or by offering the option to pick up in the store, and without the need to put these silos and force the customer one way or the other. And the other thing I think is could potentially be risky for a retailer is to decide that it's not going to engage in this omni-channel retailing because it's not cost effective or it's not something they know to do well nowadays. I think that kind of thinking and that approach will be going back a couple of years if a retailer is telling that I'm not going to open an online store because it's too complicated. I'm not really into that. Well, yeah. I think this new wave of multi-channel retailing and omni-channel customers is here to stay, and so retailers should react and adapt to be successful.